Hey Alpha Sister, it's CEO here. I wanted to come online and talk about some money mindset stuff. Um, there's so many new people in the group, and I wanted to check in more frequently so you guys get to know me and share some of the stuff. So let me just double check. Okay. Let me. So I have my phone here so I can see who's watching. Okay. Do I have comment? Okay. This is All right, so today I want to talk about three most common money mindset blocks that I notice when I work with high performing business women or any business women or any alpha sisters in the group. So, the biggest money mindset block, hey Jennifer, is lack mindset, right? Lack mindset is so pervasive in our life and in our culture, and I feel like we were trained and like raised to be that way, right, in school. So lack mindset is in general that everything is finite, and there's not enough to go around. So this is a mindset that everything is finite and there's not enough to go around, and eventually we will run out. And because of it, this lack mindset manifests in so many different ways. It's a lot, because we think there's not enough to go around, we tend to hold on to things and be really protective sometimes, and we don't, we worry about money going out as opposed to money going in. So it manifests in something that you block the flow of money in and out. Money is a flow, just like water in and water out. So you need to allow the money to come in as freely as it goes out, but often the lack mindset forces us to hold on to the money that's coming in and not allowing it to go out. So we don't invest in ourselves, we don't spend on things, and we create the energy of fear and worry and waiting for something bad to happen, right? Saving for the rainy days and waiting for something for happening, worrying about something bad to happening and worrying out, and it actually end up manifesting that to happen. So that's a lack mindset. There could be so in lack mindset manifests in so many different ways. It advises us to be comparison, so we're constantly comparing. So lack mindset also comes from, if so and so is successful, that means I cannot be successful. If so and so created this amazing program and had a really successful launch in her online course, for some reason, oh, she did it, now I can't do it, or she took all the customers away. Feeling like I'm a business coach, so and so is business coach, so and so is business coach. So if you see another business coach killing it in her business, all of a sudden I feel like she took something away from me, that I'm not able to build my success as well as if she was struggling. So it just creates a lot of that. So, how many of you identify with lack mindset? Give me some hearts if you resonate with that. I know all of us probably do. And I'm just making sure that I can see comments. Let me see, do this. Let me just look at that here. Oops, never mind. I see several. Okay, I'm starting to get hearts. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm able to see comments and interaction. Let me just do one more thing because sometimes this thing doesn't allow. So let me just do that. And then while I'm doing that, guys, there are about 8 people. So there are about 8 people. Never mind. Don't mind me. All right, awesome. Hey, Stacy. All right, awesome. Now I'm seeing all the comments. So that's the lack mindset. Oh my God, if we could just break through the lack mindset. So that's one mindset. The second common way that women, especially business women and high performing women, hardworking women, suffer in mindset block is the mindset of, I need to earn it. I need to prove my worth. I need to earn it. So, like this earn it mindset, until I can show that I'm worthy by earning it, I cannot spend the money, or I cannot receive what's coming, or I don't deserve what's abundantly available. So, that's usually for high performing women. We are that straight A student, always going for the best, we need to do more. What can I do more? What can I do better? What can I improve? So this mindset actually is a detrimental, because there's a time that we feel like what's rightfully ours, we don't feel like we can go claim it, or we can ask universe for it. So it's just feeling like I need to earn it. So I cannot invest in a copywriter until I hit certain milestone, whatever that is. I'm not allowed to hire. I cannot invest on that business expansion workshop because my business is not there yet. So until I get there, until I can expand my business on my own, I cannot invest in the workshop that was designed to help me expand the business. So it could come in a way that we invest in our business. It could also come in a way that in just personal life, you feel like you have to keep earning. So when people are being generous to you, or if the universe is being generous to you, your friends and family, loved ones are being generous to you, you are not able to receive it with gratitude and grace and joy, because you feel like you didn't do enough to earn that. So you don't deserve it. So undeserving, resistant to receiving, and feeling like you have to constantly earning and earning and earning. And eventually you're like, oh my God, don't even give me anything, because I don't want to stress out about needing to earn this. Don't. So instead of just receiving things and enjoying things coming in with joy and gratitude, it becomes stressful and becomes more overwhelming. So you're like, I don't want anything. Don't give it to me. So that's number two. The feeling like we need to earn the abundance, or we have to constantly earn it and do work for it. The third money mindset block, that's over delivering. Yeah, so Stacy says it shows up in over delivering for clients. That also shows sometimes like doing extra work, so not charging what we are worth, right? Sometimes we're doing free work for clients. Oh, let me just over deliver, as in like, let me do extra hours of work, extra thing that we should be charging for. Let me give them more. And that's a vicious cycle, right? Because then it becomes that we have hard time charging what we are worth. So then it becomes this vicious cycle of it. So the third money mindset block that I noticed from working with a lot of high performing business women is this the struggle mindset, that nothing good comes easy, no pain, no gain. So it's kind of related to the second one, you have to earn it type of thing, but it's a struggle mindset. You expect the struggle. You are kind of suspicious of anything that comes easy. So if it's difficult, then it must be worthwhile. Or so if anything, so we just completely reject the idea that abundance can happen effortlessly. We live in an abundant world, so things can just flow in, money can flow in easily, that we can raise our prices, and the high paying clients that'll pay in full and ready to work with us can join easily. We don't think that. We think it needs to be a struggle. So let's say we have a vision to publish a book, right? We want to write a book. We expect the writing journey to be such a struggle. It's going to take a long time, and it's going to be like finally all the blood, sweat, and tears has to come into this book, and this is like this my ultimate thing, but then it's going to be so hard to find a publisher. And then if I'm so lucky to find a publisher and publish it, then I'm going to have to sell it. And what if it doesn't sell? Like the struggle mindset, that anything that we want and desire deeply has to be a struggle to be worthwhile. So what if that was actually not true, right? What if our mindset could shift in a way that, what if it was effortless? Because it was what I was meant to do, what if it were actually fun and easy and joyful to write that book, and it just flew out of me to write that book? And then somehow, because you created something out of joy and love and enjoyment, you got the right publisher, and then it attracted all the people to want to read the book. Wouldn't that be a better way to manifest this book? So that's the third. So number one, you lack mindset. Number two, this needing to earn it and show it and prove it. And number three, struggle mindset. Nothing good comes easy, so I must struggle for something that I really want. to be able to really claim it as my own. So does any one of those three resonate with you more than the other? So please comment, and feel free to comment and I could talk to you about it. And these money mindset blog is God, it's like a insidious thing. It's kind of like we do so many self-development work, like reading books like this, money mindset work. There's courses, there's so many different books, and we hear that working on our mindset that's the way to break that pattern or change it. Often we think if we change if we said, you know what, I'm no longer gonna have lack mindset. She was so right. She's talking about lack mindset. I am not that person anymore. I'm no longer in lack mindset. And we hope that's what it all took. But this mindset block is actually in our subconscious mind. So even though our conscious mind, we treat it saying, I no longer want to be living lack mindset. I want to be living abundance mindset. I'm done with lack mindset. In our subconscious mind, there's so many years and layers of programming that it's really not that simple and easy to just by saying simply, oh, this is right, I'm still changing it. So it requires more deeper work and deeper inner work, mindset work, energy work, healing from the past experiences that form this really strong belief and limiting belief around money. And it took years for us to form that mindset. So it requires repetition, practice, and intention, and consistency, and some good length of time to work through that. So sometimes I get frustrated when I meet some women and we talk about these things, because these things come up and they say, oh yeah, I got it, yeah, I read that book, so yeah, I do what the book told me and I'm no longer have that mindset. And I'm like, I'm psychic, and one of my biggest power is claircognizant. My biggest gift is claircognizant. I know things, and I can tell bullshit, and I can tell what's right, what's true, and what's not very easily. So sometimes I'm like, do I tell this person that it's not that easy? This person that even though you're thinking, oh, I let go of that struggle mindset. It's all in your energy field and in your subconscious mind, and it's not that simple. So I don't want to depress you guys and worry you guys that things is going to be hard, but I also don't want people to just think, I bought this book and read it 2 times or 4 times and I'm good to go. No, this book inspired you to be aware of this money mindset. Now, what are you going to do to work? What are you going to do about it? So that's why I'm doing a 21-day money mindset makeover. So some of my favorite way that I work on my money mindset may be different for you guys. So there are many different ways to work on your mindset. None of it is complicated. None of it is expensive. None of it is hard to do. There are many different ways. It's just you have to do them, and it needs to work for you. So I love journaling and meditating. So that works for me. It may not work for you. So it's important to explore different ways that you can work through your subconscious mindset belief and conscious mindset belief and energetic belief and healing from this blockage. So it's important for you to explore many different ways and then figure out what suits you, what works for you. Gratitude practice is the single most effective way to fight the lack mindset, because when you're feeling thankful for what you have, you cannot feel lack mindset. So gratitude practice anybody can do, but there are different ways that you could work on your mindset. For me, the meditation and energetic meditation, for those of us who are intuitive and energy sensitive, there's so many more effective way to use that awareness and our intuition to really do healing and do the mindset work. But you don't have to be intuitive or energy sensitive. There are the journaling. Okay, so the journaling, someone actually said, I think Jennifer said at one point, Jennifer said, oh, I don't do journaling because I'm not girly, I'm not so girly. And I remember thinking, what? Because I think Jennifer had this mindset like when we're in junior high, like we have a journal with a little lock and had a Hello Kitty outside. It was pink and the ribbon. If you have that mindset that journaling is girly and journaling is just that what girls do or girly girls do, then that's a limiting belief you have to work through. There are many different ways to journal, right? I know, Jennifer, I'm calling you out because I thought it was just interesting. It's like, I'm not girly, so I'm not journaling. I'm like, no, journaling can be so many different ways. So, journaling, tapping, the EFT, emotional freedom technique, meditation, working with a healer, working with a coach. That's one thing. Gratitude practice, if anything, gratitude practice is really effective. And then there are little exercises you can do. Some of the exercise that I'm going to do in 21 Day Mindset Makeover is going to challenge you to do something that's uncomfortable. And if you do this challenge, when you do this exercise and realize for whatever reason that was so difficult for me to do, aha, you just found one of the other new area to work on. So we do practice anonymous gratitude, anonymous generosity. So let's say one of the exercises is giving freely to someone without letting him know that I gave him. So if you are resistant to the fact that I don't want to be anonymous, I don't mind giving to people, but I don't want to be anonymous, then there's some resistance in your money mindset that you are doing this for validation or you're seeking external approval. So there's something to look at. If you felt like for whatever reason I could not give that $20 to that charity, I just felt like I just didn't have enough, then that resistance tells you that you have a very strong lack mindset, that you're not able to give it to people who are in desperate need. Then your lack mindset is pretty strong, so you need to work through that. There might be some extra exchange exercises that you have to lavish yourself, whatever definition of lavishing is for you. So being really lavishing is like being really fancy and treating yourself like your most important thing, whether that is eating steak and lobster for every meal for that day, or having champagne at a nice restaurant and having appetizer full course meal, whether it's going to a store where you normally shop and not shopping at the sale and clearance rack and you actually buying something that's full price that you enjoy. It could be many different things. So the exercise of lavishing yourself and then noticing, what did that feel like? Did it feel amazing? Or did it feel like I just couldn't do it? I could not buy this full price item, or I felt really guilty eating steak and lobster, and all these thoughts came. So whatever that so the benefit of exposing yourself in different ways that you could test your mindset, and the exercise you can do to shift your mindset is self-awareness, allowing you to be self-aware of all these little things that you didn't notice that's deep in our energy field and in our subconscious mind. And we want to do this exercise to pull them out and leave it out open. And once you see it, you're like, oh, now you could do something about it. Oh, I could work through this. But if you don't invest your time and do the work to uncover these mindset blocks or resistance or limiting belief or past experience that's holding you back, then you can't really get past that. So that's the design of a 21-day money mindset makeover. Every day there will be one exercise we're going to do, which takes about maybe sometimes 2 minutes up to 20 minutes or maybe longer depending on what it is, and then you're going to get an opportunity to practice it and then learn about your own money belief and how you could heal from it. And then there are many exercises I'm going to teach you, the healing techniques or the practices that's going to shift your mindset, whether it's gratitude practice, whether it's money meditation, whether it's journaling, whether it's EFT, whether it's crystal. I'm going to introduce you to these things so you could try it and see what that feels like. So I wanted to kind of share that with you. I don't know if I'm looking at enough comments. Let's see. Let me just scroll through. Um, yep. Hey sis, my sister is here. Yep. That would be great. So I'll share with you what happened. Journaling helps me process my thought. That's Haley. That's awesome. Yeah, sometimes when I do journaling, the things that I didn't even think about just comes up, and sometimes I'm like, did I just write that? Where did that come from? So journaling is a great way to kind of connect with your subconscious mind, and then comes up. I actually did a very important. So today I did a really intentional money mindset work. I wanted to do some work around my limiting belief that if I get too wealthy, something bad is going to happen. So that's my thing. So I uncovered that working with my coach. So my coach told me, you need to really work through that. So really work through this belief that I want to put a ceiling on how successful I can get, because I'm afraid that if I get beyond that ceiling, something bad will happen, and then I'll lose it all, and then it'll be so painful. So that's what I thought my limiting belief was. And I was pretty comfortable, like I kind of knew where that was coming from, because I grew up very wealthy. My parents had a lot of money, but they really weren't a good manager of money. So they're entrepreneurs, so they had a lot of money and they were not a good managers of money. So I grew up really wealthy, and then they went bankrupt and we lost everything. And that childhood experience of being really wealthy and then like being really basically penniless was really traumatic. So I thought that was what was causing it. So as I was working through my mindset work, meditating, journaling, and tapping, I thought that was going to be something that I need to heal. But what came up today, which was really new for me, was the fact that my real money limiting belief around being wealthy was that I'm afraid that if I become wealthy, my amazing marriage will fall apart. So I'm very happily married. And because my parents experienced, because they had terrible relationship and there's always tension, there's so many fucked up things that happen in their marriage that's related to their life. Apparently I have this mindset that it just came up as rush of memories in my childhood, rush of memories in my early 20s. The first job I got out of college, I worked for this really successful entrepreneur couple, and they were incredibly successful and so much money. And then but they were not getting along, and there are a lot of cheating on each other and regretting and fighting. And so rush of memories came up from my own parents' relationship falling apart. It was already broken, but really falling apart around being wealthy and having money. And then rush of memories coming up from my early, in my 20s experience of just witnessing these couple building a really successful business, but completely miserable, completely untrustworthy marriage but then there are so many millions that was tied to it. They're kind of stuck married. So that's what came up, and I was like, holy shit. So my resistance to being wealthy is because I'm afraid that my marriage will fall apart if I became wealthy. So I wrote this affirmation. I don't know if you can see it. I said, I can be happily married and be wealthy too. So I wrote that down, and this is what I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on this for next week, next month, as long as it takes. So whenever I start working through my mindset around my resistance to be really wealthy, these emotional charge or memories or anxieties or like this heaviness goes away. So this is what I'm working on. So that's an example of benefit of having a regular mindset practice to work through whatever resistance you have, whether it's just money, whether it's I'm not good enough worthiness. So the daily consistent mindset practice can really help you through all kinds of limiting belief, not just money. But this challenge is going to be around money, because money, it's just so weaved in. Money is so, it has so much power over us. So I'm doing 21-day mindset makeover. So I rambled on enough. If you haven't signed up yet, please sign up. It's 21daymindset.com. And we start on December 1st and we end at December 21st, because holiday season is going to be stressful, or maybe I shouldn't say it this way. If I say holiday season is going to be stressful, it's going to manifest that way, right? So holiday season, it may trigger us different feelings around money and abundance and how grateful we are for what we have, and how we don't have enough, whatever. So it'll be a great way to work through our money mindset in December, because if it's a triggering for us, it'll be a great way to face the trigger and work through it with the support of the team, support of me, and support of the entire people who are doing the challenge together. If it's not triggering, if actually helping you through the holiday season, so for a change, you're having an abundant, gratitude, full of gratitude, relaxed holiday season, that's amazing too. So there are so many benefits of having this program in December. So, and then after we do that and we have amazing holiday, 2018 January, we're ready to go, ready to play big and to make our 2018 the most prosperous, playing big year. So that's my intention. I'm going to do every exercise with you guys and experience and share it with you. Not only I coach and support you. So we'll do that together. And my intention is do this and work through my money mindset blocks and be at the most ready to kick ass state as I can be at the end of the year. And then just 2018 is going to be the biggest year. So if this resonates with you, if you want to be on board with it, sign up for 21-day money mindset makeover. If doing a daily mindset exercise or group program is not your thing, then I guide my clients one-on-one with this. So message me and we could talk about if we can work together on that one-on-one. So anyway, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for watching. And if you're watching the replay, feel free to comment and I'll share the link on the comment section, and I will check in with you guys another day, probably tomorrow. Oh, but I also want to tell you guys, I don't know if you guys saw the event, Love Line, Alpha Sisters Love Line is coming. So we thought the Psychic Happy Hour is so fun. People love it. But we also wanted to do kind of something like that regarding to relationships. So it's not just for people who are looking for love, but in relationship. It doesn't have to be opposite sex or same sex, like romantic relationship. It could be, with friends and family. So anything related to relationships. So I invited Megan Ford, who's a parenting coach, but she's not only parenting coach. I feel like she's more of a relationship expert, right? Because she teaches parents, adults to be able to communicate with children effectively, authentically, and not fall into this trap of power struggle and all this counterintuitive negative tricks, right? So she really helps adults to have authentic, open, candid, a trusting relationship and communication with kids. So if you can do that with 7-year-old, she can help you do that with your spouse or a person you're dating or your love interest. So that's why Megan is invited. Shonda Catrice. Shonda is empath, a fellow psychic, life coach, and also a love coach, right? So some of you may have taken her What's Your Love Style quiz. So she's going to be on board. So she's basically going to be the love expert. And, I'm psychic. I'm energy intuitive. I don't identify myself as a love coach, but I have an opinion about everything and I'm not afraid to talk about it. So I'll be there. Hey, it's my groups, of course, I'm going to be there. Um, I am thinking maybe if I can, I might try to recruit a really cool sex therapist. Maybe someone who wants to talk about sex. Maybe that's next episode. I don't know. But we're doing that. We are going to do that. When's that, you guys? When did we schedule that? Oh, that's next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's going to be in this group. So make sure that you go into the event section and take a look at it. Mark your calendar and we'll have fun. It'll be in our little group, so it'll be kind of safe and fun. Um, so that would be something exciting. And then for those of you who are living in Richmond area, our Get Shit Done Power Hour is next Wednesday at 11:30. So go to the event section, take a look at what's going on. If you guys want to host your own event, feel free to reach out to me and I could support you. The reason that I don't create so many events because I'm busy. So just because I'm busy, it doesn't mean that you guys can create your own opportunity to connect and support each other. So if you want to create an event in this group page, as long as it's according to the group rules. So I don't want you to create an event to sell your product, like, direct sale product, or it's like bait and switch. It looks like something and it's not. So I do want you to talk to me about what your event is going to be. And I could, we can make sure it's aligned. And then, you could host your own power hour. You could host your own happy hour. You could host your own brunch, whatever. So that's available. So let me know. Anyway, that was enough. That name, the Love Line. Oh God, for those of us who are old enough, Dr. Drew, man, Love Line used to be the thing. Dr. Drew was so cool back then. Like, he was young and he was cute. And whoever the like obnoxious guy that was hosting, like, he'll say obnoxious thing and Dr. Drew will be like all embarrassed and be like, oh no. Like, I remember when Dr. Drew was just starting out and he was pretty awesome. I mean, he's still cool, but so we said, hey, Alpha Sisters Love Light. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Enough rambling. And talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.